Well, hello there, and welcome to Tackett's House of Horsepower. I'm Steve Tackett, and today we're going to work on the Harley. So I rolled down and dirty out in the front here today because, there's stuff I could do to it. Plumbing, tranny lines, fuel line, brake lines. There's a few little odds and ends I could work on, but there's something else I need to work on right now that's been bothering me for a little while. Here's my daily. I ride this to and from work and stuff, and I've had this for about a year and a half or so, 2 years now. This is my first Harley. I'm actually a crotch rocket guy, but this is my first Harley. And when I got it, it had a blown up engine. It had been sitting a long time. So I put a used engine in it. Had to switch a bunch of stuff over from the old engine and put this engine in. Got it running, put new tires on it and battery and fluids and filters and all that. Got it running, and I've been riding it to work and back for a while now, like I said. And but the problem with this thing is I got this stock stereo, and it's just a CD player, AM/FM radio. And this thing, I don't know what it is. When you're riding, like the vibration from the engine or something, I don't know. This thing is always popping and clicking, and you see the light on the front of the stereo powering up and down, and it's like there's a short. So I took everything apart. I pulled the front fairing off, and I checked all these plugs and stuff, and I could not, no matter what, you pull on them and twist on them and stuff, it seems like it works fine until you start it up and start riding. And it's like the vibration from the engine, I don't know, it's anyways, I did some reading, and basically what they say is the stereo itself, they have a problem where the boards inside, the solder joints and stuff, from the vibration of the engine, it can break loose the solder joints and stuff, and you get intermittent shorts. So anyways, and besides that, it's just an old CD player. I mean, what are you gonna do? You're gonna carry around a case of CDs with you? I do still have them upstairs, by the way. But anyways, you don't want to ride around trying to change CDs and stuff. So being this is a 2004, that's the stock radio. So we got to change that out. We got to fix this. So here's what I come up with. Rockford Fosgate. There's your part number right here. PMX-HD9813. So I picked this radio because, one, price. Because you go online, some of these decks, they were $1,200. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to spend $1,200 on this thing. So I want to upgrade it. Obviously, I want to get rid of the CD player. I wanted something that had Bluetooth and all the modern stuff, so I could just sync my phone to it, So that radio there's got all the modern features, Bluetooth and all that. Also, it's plug and play. So in theory, I should be able to keep my amp. The harnesses should all plug right back in exactly the way it is. And it said that your thumb controls will still work. So great. And it wasn't $1,200. It was like $500. So anyways, we're gonna go with that. It's a decent radio, decent name brand. It has all the features I wanted, and it'll plug and play. I want to be able to keep the thumb controls and all that. So that's the radio we're going with. We need to get this all apart, get that one out of there, get that amp off of there, go ahead and install it, plug it all in, and then we'll see what happens. So anyways, oh, I should mention that they're all the same from 1998 to 2013, I believe is what it said. So if you got a 1998 to 2013 Harley and you got a radio intermittent problem, it's most likely something internal, or you just want to upgrade and get rid of the old CD player and get something modern, that's the way to go. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna get this out of here, upgrade that, and hopefully we're gonna have Bluetooth and all that modern jazz. So here we go. First things first, let's get everything unplugged, disconnected. It looks like 2 plugs on the radio, an antenna, and that looks like auxiliary. And then I've got an aftermarket amp, so I need to disconnect these 2 plugs here, and then I think that's it. So let's start with that first. Pull those off, yeah. It looks like it just pinned from the bottom. There's one. And 2. There. And this one's just little tiny screws. I think that's it. And then it looks like there's 2 bolts and 2 on each side, so 4 bolts. And it looks like the whole thing will come out in one piece. So far, so good. Then it looks like these 4 bolts and it should come right out, hopefully. I don't see anything else holding it in, brackets or anything. But yeah, so everywhere I go, I'm riding around on this thing, and it's like the stereo is just popping and clicking, and you hear it, you see it flickering on the dash, and I'm like super annoyed with it. Oh, that's gone forever. So yeah, I want something to listen to. What's the point of having a Harley if you can't cruise and have some tunes or something to listen to? All right, come on. Oh yeah, here it comes. There we go. Ta-da. Okay, I found that bolt I dropped. It was way down there. Anyway, check this out. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's fancy. That's fancy. Look at that. We'll leave that on for now, just in case I'll probably scratch it. Anyways, look at that. It's a little bit smaller than the old one. Hopefully I can attach that amp back to the top of this thing, But yeah, looks like it'll go right back in. The mounting bolts are in the same spot. Plugs look like they're the same. Looks like we got this. Boom, just like that. So we just go ahead and stick them right on back in here like this. Come on. Go on. Now. Quit being like that. Well, get in there. There we go. Right about there somewhere. And these bolts I have on the floor, of course, is a good spot for them. Get them started. That rubber gasket's thick, almost too thick. Somewhere in there like that. Well, it took a little persuading. That rubber gasket in the front, you got to kind of put a lot of pressure to get up on there, but I guess it makes sense. You don't want water and dirt and dust and everything getting in there. So anyway, push up on it and you get these bolts started. Okay, it's bolted in. So those are the bolts right there. You got two on each side. And the back one is not too bad. The front one though, man, trying to get my fingers in there to get that started was like impossible. But there's two there, and there's two over here. See them? Two bolts. So 4 bolts. Let's see what it looks like. Oh yeah, that's definitely an upgrade. Let's peel this off. Oh yeah, looking pretty good. Now let's plug it in and see what happens. Looks like it's got a few options now. So you got Sirius XM input. You also can, you got this rubber grommet. You can punch a hole somewhere and run this wire out. And you got a USB plug. So that's pretty cool. You can run that out somewhere. But the rest of it looks like it should just plug right in the factory locations. Looks like. All right, now I'm just gonna go ahead and put my fairing back together. Zip tie all that back up nice and tight. And put my windshield back on it, and then it's ready. All right, so once you got it all plugged in and zip tied all the wires up nice and neat back there, you don't want nothing vibrating and hanging and, you know, getting pinched or pulled on or anything like that. Powers up. And then I was able to set up my Bluetooth already. Yep. So, should work right now. I thought. I just got to set the clock and the calendar and all that. But yeah, looks good. I'm happy with it. Well, there we go. Looks like a Harley again. Got the fairings back on. Only thing left to do now is take it on a test ride. I gotta say, it looks pretty good. And I mean, I can't show you all because YouTube doesn't like when we play music that we don't own the rights to or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, you got to take my word for it. It works good. My thumb controls work. Volume over here. I can skip songs over here. So my thumb controls all worked. Everything worked great. And so, yeah. I'll have to, I can't believe I wrote it for the last year and a half with the radio just popping and clicking and shorting, and the screen was flickering the whole time I'm riding it. So something is definitely shorted with this one. But yeah, there you go. Rockford Fosgate. Came out pretty nice. There's your part number again, just in case you need it. It says right on here, if you look, direct fit for 1998 to 2013 Harley Davidsons. Retains factory thumb control functionality, Bluetooth, streaming audio, Sirius XM ready, all that. So, yeah, wasn't bad. Pretty simple install, as you saw. A couple bolts, a couple plugs, wasn't too bad. Pretty good upgrade. So if you got an older Harley with an old CD player, and I know you ain't carrying around a CD case, go ahead and get you one of them. It worked out pretty good. And you can install it yourself. It wasn't that hard. So I think that's about it. I'm gonna take this thing on a test drive right around the block real quick. So I'll be right back. Well, it worked perfectly, of course. I'm able to Bluetooth right from my phone. So all my music is going to be on the stereo now. So pretty happy about it. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please hit like, subscribe, share, comment, any of those types of things would be good. We'll get back to Down and Dirty as soon as possible. And you guys have a great weekend, and I appreciate all you, and thank you for all the support.